didn't know that, you know.
So this is the sofrito all done.
But today she did an amazing job. I love the look.
If you got it, it ain't no question. Oh, it ain't no room for guessing. No more than emotionally invested. Showing you all my imperfections. Oh.
Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maya Kayla. If you're new here, let me know who you are. Drop your name and where you're from in the comments. I am super excited about today's portion of the vlog because I have two very exciting things. Number one is I am going to reveal my new kitchen to you all. You can pretty much see it behind me, but I'm gonna give you like some details. After we do the kitchen tour, I am celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month on my vlog with my mom. So I've been wanting to film an episode with my mom forever. I love my mom so much. Since becoming a mother myself, our relationship has gotten so much deeper. I have a newfound respect for her. It's just, ooh, yeah, it's real. For all the girls out there, the women out there that just became mothers, I know that your love and respect for your mom is just different. So anyway, me and my mom are cooking in my kitchen. I feel like this is our way of like blessing our home, having your mom cook you a home cooked meal that is very like a traditional meal, something that means a lot to like my culture as a Latina woman, an Afro-Latina woman to be specific. And it's Hispanic Heritage Month. If you all have been wanting to cook a traditional Boricua, Puerto Rican meal, today you'll learn how to make the foundational ingredient. And you'll learn how to make one of our traditional meals. We're making pollo guisado con arroz blanco. But yeah, y'all, let's start this kitchen tour. We decided to invest in everything new. So we gutted the entire kitchen. Everything in this kitchen is brand new. Not one thing is from the previous owners. The kitchen has been done for so long now. So I felt kind of insecure filming this vlog because I'm like, damn, like, I have not had a gas stove in years. If y'all know, like in the DMV, specifically Maryland, almost every condo is literally electric stoves. So trying to take care of it has been a struggle. I tried to clean it yesterday because I knew that I was going to film. I did like the lemon and baking soda with a little bit of dish soap. It did nothing. So I'm just going to have to hire some professional cleaners to come revitalize it. But I do have clips of what it looked like before. Maybe I'll insert it here. But yes, I am so excited. Rosh and I invested so much money. We invested so much energy, so much time into this kitchen. Every single thing in this kitchen we handpicked. A lot of the things we got from the pretty much the same places like Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon. Like even our island lights that you see behind me, they're from Amazon. They're so cute, very clean and minimal. What I will say, you know what, I ain't gonna say it right now. I'm gonna wait till we like go and do the tour. Okay, so the first thing that I want to show y'all is the new island. I love this island. I feel like this is the most important piece in the kitchen because it's a completely new design. Originally, like the original build of this home for the past 20 years, this is a 20-year-old home. This island was probably half the size, and it was also pretty much in the center of the kitchen and on a slant. Very awkward design in my opinion. I think that was like super weird. So what we decided to do was not only extend the island to have a lot more counter space, which was super important because we had to think about where will a trash can go that's not in the way? And then two, we had to think about more space in general because it's a very small kitchen, if you can see. Not only did we extend the island and make it like double the size, we also decided to do a waterfall island. So as you can see here, whenever an island extends past the countertop and goes over, it's considered a waterfall island. That was new for me. Maybe y'all already know. I don't know. But I was super excited to learn about that. And I love that so much. I think it's so beautiful. Here's a fun fact. The cabinetry that you see here, it's not real. It's actually just for an aesthetic. We could have extended the cabinetry and allowed this to be more storage, which I wish I would have done. We can definitely still do it. But for now, we're just gonna keep it as is. The two things about the black and gold hardware: one, they're from Amazon. They're textured and they have like this sort of muted gold or mattified gold, which I love. It's not like a gaudy gold, but my desire to like have gold hardware very subtly is because though most kitchens have like a stainless steel, like a silver aesthetic, it's not my vibe. I feel like a lot of people, when they see like gray and black or like this silver and black, they want to use that as the foundation of their decor. I didn't want to do that, so I wanted to pull in gold in some of the hardware in the kitchen just so that I can play off of warmer tones throughout the kitchen. So like this vase, even like our dish soap and hand soap dispenser, our candle, and like some of the marble pieces throughout the kitchen. So yeah, that's the island grow. Okay, so the next thing that I want to highlight is our refrigerator. I love our refrigerator. I thought that it was like super cool and unique when I first found it. Originally, I wanted the refrigerator that has like the screen on one side of the doors, of the French doors, like where you can see your calendar, the weather, so on and so forth. But we went to Home Depot, didn't see it. I didn't have the energy to go to Best Buy. We were literally like in a rush to order the refrigerator, the stove, and the dishwasher because we wanted to get it installed as soon as the cabinetry was installed before they put on the countertops. So like, girl, if you ever went through a renovation, you know it's a process and you definitely want to make sure things are timely and in order. So I saw something that was similar with the aesthetic and it still had a cool feature. I mean, y'all, honestly, I don't think that this feature is necessary, but it is super cool. And y'all know I'm a mom. Lulu loves knocking on this door to see what's inside. My refrigerator, excuse me, girl. My refrigerator is a mess, so I'm gonna try to give y'all like a little sneak peek. I figured at some point throughout my little vlog journey, I will do some sort of like deep clean in the kitchen, organizing me, show y'all how I organize my refrigerator, and honestly learn with me, because when it comes to like storing produce properly and all that stuff, it's not necessarily my expertise, but I need to learn and get educated. So yeah, let's focus on this refrigerator. So here's the fridge. As you can see, you can honestly see like a little bit of a reflection, but what I love the most is this really cool feature. So you can knock on it and you can now see inside of the refrigerator. So you'll see all of the things that we have inside of the fridge, which I think is super cool. So if you don't want to open up your refrigerator, you can just tap and look right inside. We can take a look inside of the refrigerator. I love this feature right here. Typically in the refrigerators that I've had in the past, there will be like two drawers here, but it has this nice like bottom drawer for different things that don't necessarily fall in like the vegetable and fruit category that you can separate here in this drawer. And then it has this pull out deep freezer, which is a mess. So I'm not gonna show y'all because I'm not gonna do myself like that on this internet. It's crazy, it's mad stuff in here. That is the freezer. She also talks to you. When you left the door open a little too long, she gonna go off and let you know, like, shut the door. I feel like when people are shopping for refrigerators, stoves, dishwashers, like they don't think about this thing specifically, and that thing is when you're touching stainless steel, it being like print resistant. And I remember this lady in Home Depot telling me, you want to get something that's like print resistant. I'm not sure if that's how they categorize like this feature on some of this stuff, but it's a thing. I believe that my refrigerator has it because y'all can see how my refrigerator is like shining. She looks good, she's glowing, she gets it. My dishwasher is very ghetto. Somebody's knocking in my door. It's DoorDash. A funny fact about that is we didn't have Goya rice. I have like jasmine, basmati, all the things, but I want to take like the authentic Boricua Goya rice that people be using, which is kind of sketchy because I don't know if that's what they always used back in the day, but we'll get into that later. Hate my dishwasher. Really cool features on the inside. I will link it for y'all to take a look, but I'm not linking it because I'm encouraging you to buy it. Okay, you get it? Love my stove. It's beautiful. What I love about my stove is it does have an air fryer. It's not as powerful as a smaller compact air fryer, but my stove does have an air fryer. Okay, this might be a better view. As you can see, the inside of the stove is indeed blue. It's this beautiful blue, and I love that. I just thought it was a vibe, it was different. And one thing that you'll notice is that we do not have a microwave in this house. Rosh is not a fan of microwaves, so we don't have a microwave. However, like I said, this has an air fryer, but it's not as quick and as fast as a compact air fryer. So we might end up going shopping tomorrow to go get an air fryer. I have my eye on this Ninja air fryer, so I might get that. We can check it out together. And I also want to get a coffee maker. I feel like I don't do coffee a lot, but when I do drink coffee, I would like a nice hot cup of coffee. I want it to be easy and simple because I'm not a coffee girl. Pop a little pot and keep it moving. All right, so when it comes to cabinetry, we don't have a lot of space. So one of the other pros of extending our island was having the ability to have an extra set of cabinets. We also, and I think I said this earlier, if I'm not mistaken, we put the trash cans inside of the island. So we have one small trash can and then one small compartment for recycles, which I love, so that we don't have to use the pantry for that or like tuck it away and it be like an eyesore. We have a Lazy Susan here at the bottom. We also have like this corner cabinet here that I'm gonna show y'all. It's a mess, don't judge me. We have like a little Lazy Susan here. We also have a Lazy Susan here, like coconut sugar and stuff like that. I really need to like get this organized. I also have another Lazy Susan up there. I feel like it will be easier to navigate like a corner cabinet. That's pretty much it. I don't know if y'all noticed, but in my renovation or in like the gutting video of this kitchen, the pantry was a mess. And we did get a brand new pantry door. So we ordered the door from Home Depot, a pre-hung shaker door. We got black hardware from Amazon, and we also painted it ourselves. If y'all are looking to get new doors in y'all home, let me tell you this. If you buy it pre-hung and unfinished, like just primed, you're gonna pay a couple $100s. But if you want to buy it pre-hung, primed, and painted, the price like doubles or triples. So paint that door yourself. Yeah, even the inside of the pantry, like we ripped out all of the shelving from the previous owners because it was just nasty, greasy. Like, how does grease get inside of a pantry, girl? So we ripped it all up. We got new shelving. We actually got the shelving from Lowe's. I wanted to get like the wood shelving, but it was giving muy caro, you know what I'm saying? I will show y'all the pantry and then we'll actually be done and start celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. New door. She's very sleek, she's very cute. Anyway, so this is the pantry. This shelving we got from Lowe's. Like, I put this here because there is no place to store like a mop or a broom, and I don't want it in the dining room. And we have a breakfast nook in front of my camera. Really no place for cleaning things, so I figured I'd just put like a Swiffer here because it doesn't carry that much like bacteria like a traditional mop. I can like take it off and throw it away. So that'll help me just like Swiffer some food and sweep or a wet mop. So yeah, that is the pantry. I hope that you all enjoyed this kitchen tour. Let me know in the comments what you all think. I love her. She's a vibe.
Getting some recessed lights put up in the kitchen. Add a little brightness. We're gonna shut that light off over there. Got the best in the business, man. Yeah.
Hey ladies, this is part 2 of this portion of the vlog, and I am with my mom.
Hi.
Tell them your name.
My name is Kayla.
Kayla. And we are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month here in my kitchen. We are going to make a traditional Boricua meal. So we are going to make a foundational ingredient that is a staple in almost every traditional Boricua meal, which is sofrito. We're gonna make it the authentic way. A lot of people go into stores and they buy canned sofrito, and that's cool if you're busy and you want to rush. However, on this vlog, we're gonna teach you how to make that foundational ingredient. It's a bunch of ingredients that ultimately makes one ingredient. So we're gonna make that with my mom, and then we're gonna make pollo guisado with white rice. A lot of people, when they think about like Hispanic food, they think about seasoning their food to get that Puerto Rican authentic flavor. They think about adobo and they think about sazon. Sazon is very unhealthy. It's high in sodium and a bunch of other BS. So we don't have sazon in this house.
The powder, which is called anato, that's the actual way to do it, which is natural because it comes from the ground. And when you dry it, that's the color.
Okay.
Yes.
So essentially, like growing up in Puerto Rico, y'all did not use sazon. Goya sazon wasn't a thing.
When I was little, no.
No.
It was just
y'all were
that
using anote. Does it have a little bit of a flavor?
No.
It's strictly for color.
It's color. And basically, what they do with that seed is once it's dry, they either use oils. You can use olive oil. You preference. Olive oil, canola, avocado oil, and what you do is you put the seeds in the oil, you let it boil until it comes to that color. The oil becomes red, and you can save that oil for like months.
Nice.
And that's the oil that you use to put the color in your food. So
nice.
You really don't need the sazon.
Nice. But there is some good news. Not everyone is going to want to go through the process to get anote to where it needs to be for the food. So there are new companies, and I'm going to feature one of them today in this vlog. And it's called Luisa. They have a clean sazon. They also have a clean adobo. And even one of the ingredients in the sazon, I believe, is anote. Let me check. Hold on.
Anato.
Yeah. Let's look at the ingredients. Oh, is that it, Mom? No, it's achito. Achote.
That's anato.
That's the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
So, achito and achote and
anato
is the same thing?
It's the same thing.
Another beautiful thing about Luisa is that it is Latino or Latin owned. It's a beautiful thing. So not only are you eating cleaner and keeping authenticity, you're also supporting a small business. And we're gonna go light on a small. Big business. Anyway, let's get into this vlog. My mom right now, she is cutting up the chicken. We're using bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. That's where you get a lot of your flavor. So she's currently like cutting it up. We're gonna wash it with some vinegar, some lime, and some lemon. While that is soaking in that cleaning agent, if you will, then we'll move on to cutting things. So just enjoy this footage. Watch us do our thing. We're gonna walk you through everything step by step. Onion?
Yes.
Yellow onion, garlic, 2 heads or 1? Oh wow, this is a lot of cilantro.
Yeah. Actually, let me take the seeds out first.
Alright ladies, so now we are in the kitchen. We already washed all of our vegetables. So we are just going to continue to cut them. And I want y'all to get to know me and to get to know my mom. But for those of you that don't know, my mother is Boricua, but specifically she's from Yabucoa.
A small little town.
A small little town up in the hills in Puerto Rico.
Born and raised at the beach, in front of the beach.
Born and raised at the beach, in front of the beach.
The little mountains, the beach.
So Mom, what was life like growing up in Yabucoa? What do you remember?
Amazing.
Amazing? All right, give me like your top 3 favorite memories.
School, the beach, fishing.
Fishing?
Yes.
So when you say fishing, did y'all used to like catch your own food?
Yes. I have my cousins, they were fishermen. And their father, that's how they lived, you know, that's how they made their income, you know, get their income.
Yeah, make their money.
Yes. And they also build boats. So I was all the time at the beach with them. When I was not in school, I was at the beach with my cousins, my mom. It was a big family. So yes, amazing.
Nice.
We did a lot of things. Yes.
What's like your favorite dish?
Everything.
If you had to pick one that you couldn't live without.
Oh my God. Well, we're known for eating pork, so
yeah,
I can't eat it anymore. So, which is sad. It's not sad, but I grew up with it.
Pork. Yeah.
But my penne, I love it. Pork roast with
penne is like very popular. Growing up, all we ate was penne. Pork was big, so
guys, we're gonna do this.
Penne was another. We used to eat pork chops a lot when we were coming up as kids. And let me tell y'all something about my childhood. Like, oh yeah, my childhood. Even though I am a black girl, okay, grew up in the hood with majority black people, because my mom was so she was a very present, active, amazing mom. I was really ingrained in Puerto Rican culture than my black culture. And so all I ate was Puerto Rican food. I listened to La India and Mark Anthony and all the other artists every day. I was in the Puerto Rican parade every single year of my childhood. So, you know, I felt like I was very, very ingrained in my culture. And my favorite food was always like a fried totone with like a fried egg or a sweet banana, which is definitely. So totone is the crunchy one, it's not sweet. Plátano is the sweet one, or plátano maduro. Do we say that, or is that like Dominican?
Plátano maduro.
So plátano maduro would be the sweet one. Totone would be the crunchy, salty one. Period. So yeah, that was like my favorite. Do you have a question for me?
Oh my Lord. How do you like being
Puerto Rican?
two different nationalities?
Yeah, to having two different identities basically. I love it. I think it's a privilege. I think that as an Afro-Latina woman, being Puerto Rican is everything to me because I know where I come from. I know that my mom and her mom and my abuela's mom, they all know where they come from in Puerto Rico for the most part. So it's so nice to have that connection to my identity. However, as a black woman, black people, we don't know where we come from in Africa. They did a number on us. So my dad can't say like, oh, we're from Somalia, oh, we're from Ethiopia. I've been to Africa before, South Africa, and when I'm there, they're like, oh, they think I'm from Yemen. Oh, you're from Ethiopia. Oh, you're from Somalia. And these are African people who were born, raised there their whole entire life in like lineages, and they look at me, they're like, no, girl, your ancestors are from here. And so it's just such a privilege to know that I'm Puerto Rican, to have that connection, to be able to identify with my people. Grandma, titis, you know, tios, all of my cousins. I don't have that as a black woman. And so it's truly a privilege to know like both sides. But anywho, let's pivot to go back into the food. So now, what are we missing in terms of ingredients for the sofrito?
The ajíes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to get the final ingredients for the sofrito, and then we'll come back. Walk us through what we have here.
This is recao, which is a long leaf. We just cut it up. It's very fragrant. Most important. One of the key ingredients for sofrito.
What did you call it?
Culantro.
Culantro, but no, before they
Recao.
Recao.
Yes.
So recao and culantro is the same thing.
Yes.
Okay. And is it in the same family as cilantro? Do you know that?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't
But in
know.
Puerto Rico, y'all use culantro and cilantro.
Yes.
Perfect.
And this is cilantro right here. If you can see the little leaves. It might look like parsley, but it's not. It's called cilantro. It's very fragrant also.
Okay.
Onions. Garlic.
It's a lot of garlic in there. I'm a garlic girl through and through.
Garlic.
But yes, so we have a lot of garlic.
Red peppers. Green peppers. This is also...
That's sweet peppers you were saying, right?
Yes.
They're sweet?
It's actually called... It's a sweet pepper. So, but it's hard. It's also hard to find. So usually you go to the H Mart or like the produce junctions to find it. Sometimes they don't have it. But this is also a big staple for the sofrito. It
looks really different. Like when I go into Whole Foods, because I'm a Whole Foods girl, I don't go to Trader Joe's. I'm not like you other girls. I'm kidding. I love Whole Foods. When I go to Whole Foods, I don't see a sweet pepper that looks like that. In Puerto Rico, did it look like this? Like this is the exact look?
Yes.
I am not well versed in like herbs and veggies at all. It's definitely something that I'm passionate about now, especially because I'm a mom and I want to make a lot more things from scratch for my daughter. I'm very much in my Nara phase. I'm kidding. I'm not that from scratch. But I'm like more conscious. So I want to learn more about like culantro versus cilantro. Recao. And then like the differences between like certain sweet peppers, because this sweet pepper is so different from the sweet peppers that
it's so tasty.
If y'all go to Whole Foods, it smells
amazing.
So good.
Different.
Like, you know how you go into somebody's house and the whole house just smells really good? Not just like they cooking, but the house smells good. It's given. So anywho, these are our foundational ingredients for sofrito. We are going to blend these up in our NutriBullet, which is going to make it be like a much more like, you know, loose consistency. But if you want it to be like the authentic way from back in the day, Mom, I just had a thought. Did y'all ever make sofrito with like a pilon?
We never had. I was gonna say that we never had a blender, so everything was made. Don't you have one? The little.
I do.
Salami?
I have one right here. 1 second. So when
It
y'all
looks
are
like
making
that.
cilantro, would y'all use this
And
for everything? Everything. And then as time evolved, y'all would use like a machine. Okay.
Yes.
Before we make the sofrito, I want to ask my mom another question about like life in Puerto Rico and growing up. So when I went to visit my mom, obviously with Titi Paula, it looks like she had like a shower outside. She had a toilet outside, like in the ground. So when you were coming up, what was it like? Like, were y'all showering outside, using the bathroom outside? Talk to me about that.
It's kind of embarrassing, but
Why?
back in the days, when I was growing up, sometimes we had to go to the woods to use the bathroom because we didn't have any. We was very.
And is that because y'all were poor per se, or is it because that's how everyone lived?
Back then, it was kind of poor. A lot of
Like y'all
it
poor in
depends,
general, or
yeah.
just you and your family?
No, a lot of families went through that.
Okay.
You know, you had the wealthy families, you had, you know, the lower class, which it was us.
So not only did you, but a lot of people in your community, it was common to go use the bathroom.
And it was.
Oh, and you also shared something about how y'all would do laundry.
My mom used to carry, I don't know if y'all ever seen back in the day how the ladies used to roll the towel and carry the bucket in their head. My mom used to carry without holding it. I used to laugh when I was little because I always wanted to do it.
Wow.
But she goes up the hill carrying the thing, you know, the bucket. It was like a metal bucket. But we used to wash clothes at the river. It's called quebrada. Because say a river is not like over here. Ice hot rocks. Like, you know. A lot of the rivers over here don't have rocks unless you go to where you took me that time in DC. Yeah. So yeah, we wash clothes on the river, and then as you know, the years go, then my mom had this washer machine that you have to put the clothes and it rolls it.
Really?
It was like eating the clothes, but
Nice.
it'll dry, you know, like, and then you hang it up in the you know.
I want to go back to something. You said that y'all would wash clothes at the river, and you
carry.
mentioned the rocks. Why the rocks? Why were the rocks?
Because the
significant?
rocks was bumpy, and we used it to
Oh, so y'all use it to scrub the clothes on the
yeah
rocks.
to take the dirt out.
Period.
And
We out
then they
here
came
talking
up with
about-
a good thing, yeah.
Oh shit. LG appliances and all these little fancy things. Meanwhile, my mom grew up doing her laundry in the river with the rocks. Love it. I love it. You came a long way.
Yeah, we didn't even have a stove. So all this stuff that we're making, it was made outside. You know, something that my grandparents did outside and cooked and everything. It was the best food ever.
Wow.
Tastes better than the stove.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So you vividly remember going from washing clothes in the river and cooking food outside and using the bathroom in the woods to getting like a unique new washing machine,
Yes.
cooking on a stove.
And you know what? I'm not even ashamed of living that life. I would go back to it anytime. Like if they tell me you moving back to Puerto Rico, you gotta live like that, I don't mind. I'm used to it.
Yeah,
So
I love that. Let's go ahead and make this authentic sofrito because I'll be in here asking her 1,000 questions. Her food ain't never gonna get none. All right.
La 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 la
So this is the sofrito all done.
I love it. It looks
Nice.
so good.
All natural, nothing in it but the
Herbs
herbs.
and veggies.
Yes. And it smells so good. We're gonna add a little bit of this into the chicken.
So it's a half a tablespoon.
Just a little bit.
She's not strong. She needs the gym.
Salt. And I'm gonna chop it in there.
I love that.
So there you go. Because you're gonna add more to the water when we start cooking. This, like I said, is very strong. So that's it. Oregano. I'm gonna go with the chicken. Right now I'm gonna sear the chicken. We're gonna get a base going to get some flavors, some juices from the chicken first. So I'm going to sear the chicken. If you was here and you can smell this kitchen. Oh Lord. We're gonna put the famous sofrito. I'm gonna put 2 spoons in there.
I could take 3.
Or 3.
Yes.
And I'm gonna take the spoon. You hear that sizzling? I'm gonna start taking all that from the bottom of the pan. I'm gonna also in there some of the sofrito, the ingredients from the sofrito. I'm gonna throw them in there whole because that's also gonna give it
Right
not
now?
this one. Yes, all this stuff goes in there. This is my way of cooking. So I want it still hot dog cheese. All of this right there. I'm going to discuss cilantro and culantro right there. You're going to keep stirring. Pour that from that goodness from the chicken. You're going to start scraping it from the pan with a little bit of water that I just put in there. So this right here, you're not going to put a lot of this because remember you put in carrots and potatoes. That's also going to thicken the stew. And you don't really have to use tomato sauce if you don't want to, but it's like a Puerto Rican thing. So, like that. So, that's it. And you stir it. Get it all marrying each other over here. Cover it up. Lower it down.
Turn it to low?
Yes. Right here. You can cover it up. And basically, the way I see her pop, it's a good lid. So, it's going to hold the moisture in it pretty good. So, it's amazing. So now I am going to throw in here, I have here carrots and potatoes. I'm going to throw them in there. All of this is going to cook when I put the water in there with the juices. Now we're going to let that boil, come to a boil. I'm going to put the fire up. So that's going to come to a boil. And we're going to add the chicken back to it. And then my daughter also loves onions. And she don't like them to get too soggy. So I add this at the end, almost when it's done. So it can just cook a little bit. And
A little texture.
that'll be the end of it.
Love it. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. I hope that you all enjoyed this episode. I hope that you all loved meeting my mom.
¡Huepa!
Mi madre. Nosotros vamos a comer arroz blanco con pollo guisado made the healthy way with a side of tostones. And yes, it's so good. The flavor is amazing. You're not missing out on anything by eating it this way. Let me know if you try the recipe. Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. Today is a new day. It is Saturday, August 24th, and we are on our way to an engagement party. And this is not just a regular engagement party. It's an engagement party for Brash's cousin, Ghouls, and well, Terrell. For Terrell, don't call him by his childhood nickname, because he's a new man. In every way, shape, and form, okay? So anyway, we're headed to the engagement party. Super excited. He found love, and we're about to celebrate him and his soon-to-be wife. So we're on the highway if you hear the cars, but hopefully my mic, I got a new mic, y'all. I will link it if y'all want a mic. And if y'all didn't hear that, that means that the mic is good, because it was pretty loud. But anyway, so yeah, we are driving there. I'm gonna bring y'all with Rash and I as much as I can. I don't want to be intrusive. It's his fiance's family's house, so I'm gonna just try my best to like respect boundaries but also go with the flow. So we'll see. So we actually just pulled up to Whole Foods to get some flowers, because one thing about Rash and I, we are always late and we're working on our preparation. So we're just getting flowers for Karen, which is Ghoul's fiance. Yeah. Now I know that Karen is a soror I don't know if I'm even allowed to say soror. She's in a sorority. It's Delta or AKA for sure. I need to go stalk her Instagram. If she's in AKA, this is pretty. But I want to make it look full, so I might have to buy more than one and have them put it together. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. Do y'all see that? Wow. Okay, so Rosh confirmed that she's a Delta, so we're gonna do these red roses with this white, these green here, and I think these are pretty too. Those are pretty, even these little red things here, filler flowers. I think this can all work. Something is beautiful. It's for an engagement. Okay, so we are going to get the bouquet made right here in the floral department. If you didn't know, now you know. At Whole Foods, you can pick all of the florals that you like, and someone is trained to put them together bouquet style, take off all the Whole Foods branding, and make it look like a beautiful little one. So yeah. Y'all, so Raj comes up to me and says, I got a pizza for us to share. Meanwhile, the pizza's what?
Vegan.
I want pizza with cheese, babe.
Vegan cheese.
But he did get us some cool drinks. So good. You know the vibes. Let me see this pizza.
Just red pepper, something light.
Oh, it actually doesn't look
It
bad.
don't look too bad, you know what I mean?
Oh, it's vegan cheese on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey ladies, so I'm gonna do my first TikTok fit check because I'm feeling good today. I'm on my way to an engagement for my husband's cousin. It's a big deal when you find love and you say, will you marry me? I mean, does it get any better than that? Anywho, so I have on this dress from a boutique that I actually found on social. These companies are spending a lot of money on ads and they got me, y'all. So I bought all of this stuff from this brand called Commence. This dress is definitely given. Isn't it cute? I paired it with my Dior pouch saddle bag and my D-Waist slides by Dior. Very cozy. I definitely got to figure out a different combo for the bag and the sandals because I keep wearing them together. Gotta do something different. But let's talk about what's under the dress. I have on this Faja from Nordstrom. Y'all know I just had a baby a little over a year ago. And it's making me feel snatched without making me feel like I can't breathe, I guess. So it's a vibe. My earrings are definitely worth talking about. They are Bottega dupes from Zara. I know a lot of the girls get them from Amazon. They're so good, but these are really nice and they're not as heavy. Mixed metal Movado, mother of pearl. And my hair, I love my hair. I don't know if I love the boxiness too much with all these tracks, because I have a braidless track in, so all my real hair is out and the braidless tracks are in between. Excellent hair investment because it's not too tight. My hair is breathing. But yeah. Yes, so nice. Yeah. We've arrived and I just want to have a moment to look at my fine husband. Look at his hair. Who did your hair, babe?
Fit check. You did my hair today. My wife also picked out my fit today, and I usually
that shirt is
kick back
incredible
when she tries to get me dressed, but today she did an amazing job. I love the look, man. She
it's
picked
the
everything.
Material. Oh my god.
She picked everything from the shorts to the double-breasted shirt,
so
the
nice.
sneaks, the dunks.
Back up, babe. Back
the dunks
up.
are elite. Okay, she did it all. You know, I'm feeling really good.
For sure.
You know what I mean, we out here.
So beautiful. The men. Look at how pretty they look.
It's like twice a year. In like a summer season, once or twice. Now I can give you my advice.
Preston and Malika to buy. They gonna make the entrance all together, or yeah, that's her sister's not here either, so Karen. So I'm thinking they probably going.
Let me tell you about this girl, maybe I shouldn't. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar. See, we been making love constantly, that's why my eyes are a shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss is unlike any other way that I be kissing when I'm kissing what I'm missing, won't you listen? Brown sugar, babe, I guess high off your love, I don't know how to behave.